Good afternoon, good evening, family. Welcome to the Mental House with me, your host, Khadijah. As you can see, I'm out here still. It's such a nice morning, and it's good to be back home. And like I said, I've been away for a while, and I try to stay away from social media uh, during my time away. But of course, I had uh, certain days where I did peek in and try to answer my email. And in my community, it's so much stuff going on, and I don't think that a lot of people really understand just how devastating and deep narcissism is. And all through time, we've had all these great narcissistic type of people. Of course, like I said, I'm a magnet, pretty much. I work in a field full of narcissistic people. Um, when I was in show business, a lot of people say, they don't understand, and when that's why when I see them living their lives vicariously through entertainers and stuff, and people that just have certain talents, um, and you use these people and throw them out as mantras as if their opinions count. Most of the time, people that are entertainers and singers, and you meet some of the most craziest people you ever want to meet, and I could be the first to admit it. Um, there's so many facets to us, and that's with everyone. The only thing maybe different is we're getting paid to bring those personalities out, as some of us are on extremely high levels where we're compensated a whole lot of money, which in terms even breeds the narcissism even more, because you begin to think that I'm all of this and I'm better than you because I do X, Y, Z, and everybody's dumb, but I'm the smart one. And trust me, spending half of my life, or over half of my life, around narcissistic people, whether they've been ministers, whether they've been entertainers, you know, it's just part of me knowing that something's wrong. How can a person lie at the drop of a hat? How can a person, as soon as their mouth is moving, they're lying? How can they stand up in front of an audience and tell them that Jesus is coming back and you know damn well he's not? How can you play on these people's ignorance in that capacity and not feel any remorse? How can you take your children that you must just see as objects, because if they don't perform the way that you think that they should perform with their lives, instead of you trying to nurture the life that you brought into the world to go his own way and to learn his own, um, make his own mistakes, learn from them, and you inject yourself as a guide. You decide that if you can't have the total submission and total control of the person, that you have to devalue, you have to demean, and pretty much destroy that individual. Those are the signs that you are dealing with a narcissistic person. And like I said in one of my other videos, they're all over the internet. And it really hurts me is when I see a lot of these people taking advantage of people who don't have a lot. Okay, whether it's somebody with not so many means, and anyway, uh, and we see people that are not very bright, or because the way the narcissistic mind works, always looking for a supply. If they find anybody that they feel has the vulnerable qualities, I should say, vulnerable qualities, and you see them all over the internet taking people's money, promising products that they never have, never even probably had any intention on sending. Um, and a lot of you think that these people are harmless, but I just think it should be clear that these people are very dangerous. Some of them have even been responsible for murder. When you see a person that is so callous and so insane that they can have you giving them their money, but it's up to you now because you have some responsibility in this as well. Once you see that this person, a lot of persons can get sucked in by narcissists because they're very intelligent, very sophisticated, and all those things. They appear to have more knowledge than you. That's why you trust them. But never trust anybody with your life. God gave you your life and he made you the master of it. And I'm not talking about Jesus in the sky and all that shit. We ain't going there. The creative force put a mechanism in you, okay? But you need to learn guidance. I mean, that you need to listen to that voice to be obedient. And if you don't understand, maybe you should fast or pray or do whatever it is that you do so you can hear that voice more clearer. I don't think it's really necessary. You might can listen to a few people's opinion, but I don't think that it's um, sometimes wise and in your best interest unless you don't know how to use your mind at all. Then I don't know what to say, but it's really devastating when you turn your whole life and your belief over into a person and they're clearly emotionally and mentally abusing you and you don't have enough sense to get out of that situation. Well, it's sad because I don't know the circumstances. You could be in a situation where you'll be killed if you got away from that situation. Sometimes when the money gets so big, remember, there are people that kill you and have been killed all through time for lack of money and for money. I was looking at a video where somebody said Dr. Sebi's products have been compromised. And they've taken over his business and they've stolen things. This is straight narcissistic type of behavior. I did a video on Umar Johnson a while ago, and I'm gonna add a few more names to that pot, like Brother Polite and all. These guys, you know, they're like, it's not their fault if you guys want to continue to give them your money. They're just doing what's in their nature. Okay? Yeah, they might bring you a little good information, but at what cost? When you start feeling like you drained looking at somebody, or when you look at the very thought and the very face of them sends you into a frenzy where your stomach is in knots and stuff, that's really your body trying to tell you something is wrong with that person. Now, either you can listen and you can go with your mind, which will lead you on more times than not. Just listening to a person, they can tell you anything. But if their deeds are not matching their mouth, then at some point you might want to say, I might need to back up and reevaluate this shit. And if you don't have the wherewithal to do anything like that, or even the capacity to do that for yourself, you're gonna be getting in trouble, and you're gonna always probably be at the mercy of some of these narcissists. And I hope that doesn't happen because it could end up really bad. It really could, financially, mentally, spiritually, physically, and definitely emotionally. Okay, like what you hear? Please subscribe. I'm gonna go because like my battery is going down now, and I'm gonna see you next time in the mental house.